When it comes to credit, statistically, women have less debt than men, so that means that they have better credit scores, right? Well, actually, that is not true. A new study shows the average credit score for a woman is 621, while a men's average score is 630. Certified financial planner Nahum joins us now to talk more about this. It seems unfair, Mr. Daniels. What's going on here? Why are women, why do they have a worse credit score statistically than men?
Right. Well, you know, Stephanie, life can be unfair, especially for women today in our society, because fundamentally it all begins with the 22% wage gap. And the fact is that women earn less than men often for doing the same type of work, which is a big issue. And at the same time, statistically, women borrow more from their credit lines than men. And that ratio of earning less but at the same time borrowing more reduces the credit score. And that becomes, that begins to hamstring women in many ways.
Do you know why women typically borrow more than men?
I don't think the studies have been done exactly. I think, you know, I work with a lot of women in my practice at different stages of their lives and careers, and it's important to understand how the game is played and to be aware of how much one should borrow from one's card, how to pay it down, etc., to optimize and maximize the credit score. And I don't think we're properly educated, both women and men.
As a society, we're not properly.
As a society, we're not properly taught the rules of the game.
Now, 620, 630, what is a good credit score?
Well, 680 out of 850. Anything above 680 is considered very good. And you get advantages if you have achieved that score or higher. Anything under 500 could be a real problem in working with lenders.
So what do you do to raise it?
Well, it's interesting. Here are some of the basic ground rules. Number one, although most of us don't like to make a practice, we're not eager about making a practice of paying our bills early. It's very good to pay our credit cards on time. It's even better to pay them early, and you never want to pay them late. Number one. Number two, actually, it's better to maintain the proportion of your credit against your total line. In other words, you should really keep your use of a card to about 30% of your total credit line. You don't want to go above 30%, so it's even good to sometimes ask the credit card company to text you or email you when your usage in a given month is reaching 30%. That's very, very important. And you know what's also important is it's better to keep a number of cards open rather than tearing them up or shredding them and charging less on each card and paying those cards down regularly, preferably early. That kind of behavior actually raises your credit score.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Nahum. Some great information.
My pleasure.
We'll have more tips on our website on how to raise your credit score. Just head to WTNH.com.